Welcome to Fantasy Hockey Thoughts Week 9, March 15th to 21st, / NHL News Update of the last week or so. Speaking of which, let's dive in. As of Sunday, March 14th, the New York Islanders are number one in the league with 42 points. Islander fans, just wanted me to let you know. The bakery has reopened. Panarin is back. He's been away for about 3 weeks or so look for some roster changes there. The Calgary Flames still have that shiny new coach smell as they're 2-0 under Sheriff Farm Boy Sutter. Keep an eye on that club. The Minnesota Wild just keep winning. They're second in the West behind only Vegas, ahead of teams like the Avalanche and the Blues. Unbelievable. Now, if you haven't grabbed the pen and paper already, you might want to do so. There's going to be 56 games this week. Monday, Thursday, Saturday. It's going to be heavy. Monday, there's 10 games. Tuesday, 7. Wednesday, 6. Thursday, 10. Friday, 5. Saturday, 14. And Sunday, 4. Now, there are 3 teams that are only playing twice this week, so you want to stay away from depth adds there. And I'm talking about the Columbus Blue Jackets, the Ottawa Senators, and the Toronto Maple Leafs. The 2 teams who you want to load up depth-wise because they're playing 5 times are the Pittsburgh Penguins and the Tampa Bay Lightning. And the next best teams that are playing up to 4 times this week, there's a bunch of them here. Winnipeg, Washington, Vegas, Vancouver, St. Louis, San Jose, Philadelphia, New York, the Rangers that is, New Jersey, Nashville, Montreal, LA, Florida, Edmonton, Dallas, Calgary, Buffalo, and Boston. Now, let's talk about 2 teams out of the bunch that I just read you who will be playing 4 times this week, but have 3 off days. You especially probably want to target those clubs' players. And I'm talking about Los Angeles Kings and the Vegas Golden Knights. Here's a short, really quick look at the injury list here. Kemper from the Arizona Coyotes, he's out. DeBrusk and Rask from the Bruins, they're out. Jack Eichel is out with some sort of neck spine thing with the Sabres. Trocheck from the Panthers, he's out. Longest term, it looks like. Teravainen's got a concussion. Heinz, is he out or isn't he? He plays one day, he doesn't the next. We only find out if he's going to be on the ice like an hour beforehand. It's kind of frustrating. I dropped him a while ago because of it. Iafallo from the Kings is day-to-day. Sherratt from the Canadiens is out. Anders Lee is out with a lower body injury from the Islanders. Bellows could benefit from that. Borowiecki, or he has benefited already from that. Borowiecki and José from the Predators are also out with injuries. Now, let's start here with some players you want to look at depth-wise, beginning with goaltenders. And I'm talking about Antti Ranta, who's been hot lately because Kemper's been out. Capo Kakkonen, who's only 70% owned, so just check. Maybe he's still available. Jake Ottinger of the Dallas Stars, take a flyer out on him. He's only 4.5% rostered right now, and he has a .911 save percentage. He should be splitting time with the hot and cold Hudobin. Jack Campbell is still day-to-day, but could be back very soon, so maybe you want to stash him on your IR if you have space. He's only played 3 games, but he's had a .951 save percentage. Defenseman, you'll want to scoop up. Mackenzie Weegar, he's very hot. Has been for a while. He's going to be playing 4 times this week. Grab him if you can. Adam Boqvist, I mention him every week from the Chicago Blackhawks. He's up and down literally every other day. He's playing 3 times. Take a flyer out on him. Kevin Shattenkirk has been hot lately for the Ducks. PK Subban, haven't said him in a while. He's playing 4 times this week. Take a flyer out on him. He's been playing better as of late. Gostisfire, he's really been hot lately. Take a flyer out on him. Flyers are playing 4 times. Jonas Brodin should be gone already. He's Mr. Steady Freddy on defense. He's got an unrealistic high shooting percentage, but he also blocks a lot of shots and stuff. For the Tampa Bay Lightning, Cernak and Ryan McDonough. Remember, they're playing 5 times. Take a flyer out on them. Rasmus Anderson should be gone, but the Calgary Flames are playing 4 times this week. And remember, he's on the first power play. Erik Carlson has 5 points in 7 games, in the last 7 games. Take us a look at that. And this one's a bit far-fetched, but maybe you want to put him on your watch list. And I'm talking about Mikko Leiten, who was recently traded from the Toronto Maple Leafs to the Columbus Blue Jackets. He's definitely has the potential to run a number 1 power play unit. He just wasn't given an opportunity in Toronto. But Columbus's power play, I want to say, is like 26th or so in the league right now. So whenever he gets to play for him because of quarantine, which could be, I don't know, around 6 days or so, keep an eye on that player. Let's jump into the forwards. Long list here, but let's get through it quickly. Chandler Stevenson from the Vegas Golden Knights. He's got 9 points in the last 8 games. He's on the number 1 power play unit. Max Domi, surprisingly enough, has bounced back lately. He's got 4 points in the last 3 games. And he also has been putting up penalty minutes and getting shots on net. Take a flyer out on him, as well as Roslovic, who has also been hot from the same team. Brock Nelson has been hot recently for the Islanders. Paul Stastny, ditto for the Jets. Kirby Duck, if you have space on your IR list, think of stashing him. His recoup time has come from mid-April to now. He's been expected back in early April, so that's been sped up. Ryan Strome, Panarin's back, so yeah. Anthony Duclair is just recently back from injury, and he put up a couple assists playing shotgun to Barkov. From the Sharks, Timo Meier and Thomas Hertl have both recently returned from injuries, and they've been putting up points. From the Tampa Bay Lightning, think of grabbing Killhorn, Coleman, and Yanni Gourde. All those players will be playing 5 times this week. Burakovsky from the Colorado Avalanche, as well as Nazem Kadri. They've been decent as of late. Carter Verhaeghe, he plays with Barkov on that first line and has 4 points in his last 3 games. This shouldn't be a surprise, really, but he's really come around lately, and that's Kapanen from the Pittsburgh Penguins. He's had 4 goals and 8 points in his last 7 games in the month of March. So, yeah. Martin Nenchas from the Carolina Hurricanes. He's cooled off a little bit recently, but has proven to be a steady point contributor over the last little while. My voice is cracking here. David Cretchy from the Boston Bruins has now been put onto the number 1 power play unit and has bumped Nick Ritchie off. So at least put him on your watch list. Kiefer Bellows has been super hot with the 2 games that he's played after he's filled in for Anders Lee on that top line with Barzal. So if he's available, I mean, they are only playing 3 times, but yeah. Here's a bit of an obscure one, but Curtis Gabriel, who's been all over the highlight reels for the last 7 days or so for the San Jose Sharks, because he's had 4 fights in the last 5 games. Yeah. So he's not going to put you up, goals and assists or anything, but in terms of penalty minutes and hits, he'll be there for you. And a few Los Angeles Kings here you want to take a look at because of their 4 games and 3 off nights. And I'm talking about Iafallo, Kempe, and Carter. Kempe especially has been really hot for the last while. Now, last little bit here, I wanted to talk about who you should be trading for. Tristan Jarry, who in the last 12 games is now 9-3-0 with a .921 save percentage, and he even has 3 assists. Buy low on Jordan Binnington. He hasn't been good at all lately, but maybe with that new contract, he'll be turning it around soon. You would think eventually it's coming, right? Chris Drieger all of a sudden has lost his last 3 games. So I want to say since March 7th or so, but in 12 games he has played, he's got a .920 save percentage. Mika Zibanejad for the New York Rangers has got to heat up, right? At some point now that Panarin's back, I would expect the Rangers to play a little bit better in this last half. Sell high on Sergey Babrowski of the Florida Panthers. He's had a .921 save percentage in his last 7 games. He's now 11-2-2 on the season, but overall, he's still only has a 905 save percentage. And lastly here, sell Jack Eichel for anything you can get, really. The best deal, best offer, because the Sabres have been very vague about how long he's going to be out. It's some sort of spine and neck thing. Now, I just want to quickly mention that 80% of my viewers to this channel are not subscribers. So please, get on board, grab an oar, drink the grog, and let's go find some treasure. Thank you so much for watching. Please be kind to each other in this crazy world we're living in out there, and I'll see you soon.